welcome back to the YouTube channel all about me, JK's Magician and Children's Entertainer, and happy Valentine's Day. Have you received a mysterious Valentine's card from a mystery person? I haven't, but the postman hasn't been just yet. You just caught me right in the middle of rehearsing a few new routines that might be going into the shows this year. And today's video, it was inspired by an audience member during my show on Sunday. After the show, they asked me, Jake, what is it that you love about magic? And I thought that is a perfect video for Valentine's Day, talking about love. Now, what I love about performing magic is getting the reaction from the audience. A trick that you may have spent months and months rehearsing and learning, when you finally put it into the shows, hearing that reaction for the first time, and every time after that as well. That is one thing that I love. Another thing that I do enjoy about magic is the rehearsal stage. When you get a brand new trick through, you take it to rehearsals and you'll learn how to do it, the basic handling of the trick. And then, for me, I'm not happy just performing it the same way as everybody else. I like to go through and try and put the JK twist on it. And you'll find that in me talking about this in Tricks of the Week, which I'll put a little link up to the top here of when I talk about adding a twist to it. But that's another thing that I like. Now, when it is rehearsals, I do a lot of my routines to music, and sometimes you'll find a trick and you're struggling to find a piece of music you want to use. You know what you want, but you just cannot find it, and you'll be looking through thinking that one doesn't work, that one won't work. And then sometimes I find I'll be driving in the van to a show, and then all of a sudden you'll hear a song come on the radio and you think, perfect, that's a trick that I want to use for that routine. And then other times it's the other way around. You have a piece of music and you think, I really want to use this in the shows, but I haven't got a routine I can think of that will work with this song. Then all of a sudden you'll see a trick for sale and you think that would be a perfect trick to put to that piece of music. You'll get it and then it will work perfectly. And what I do is, when I rehearse to music, I have the song which I want to use and I listen to it a few times to know. I always follow the beat of the music as much as I can, and there's crescendos and everything like that in the music, and the speed and the tempo of the music influences the routine. And I know where I want the trick to go at a certain point where it needs to be, and I'll just rehearse it. Almost improvise it, and often that first way I rehearse it, that first time, that's the way that it's kept ever since. Many routines have been like that. I rehearsed it, improvised it once with the music, and about 5 years later I'm still doing the same trick to the same piece of music the same way. And I think that is what I really love about rehearsing. Like I mentioned a few seconds ago, getting a new trick, I love doing that. I get all excited. I'm like a kid at Christmas when I'm waiting for the postman to bring the trick, and I love opening it up and looking at it and learning how it's performed, learning about the actual trick itself. And that is a great thing about magic. I also love the history of magic, and I do think the history of magic, especially with younger people, is fading away slightly. But I love looking back, researching about Paul Daniels, David Nixon. A Chinese magician called Chung Ling Soo, I'll leave it a little secret, wasn't Chinese. He was born in America and his name was William Robinson. But that is featured heavily in my show, The History. And actually on Sunday after the show, I talked about all these magicians, and people said that was so nice to hear the history of magic and that it's still alive, because that was the 70th birthday party. A lot of these people, they grew up with people like David Nixon on the telly, and unfortunately Dave was no longer with us. Now Chung Ling Soo's no longer with us and Paul Daniels is no longer with us, so they're not here now to share their story. So I think it's really important to go back and research all about them. Another thing that I love is meeting loads of people across the country. I do quite a few shows a year, and if that's weddings, if I'm DJing at weddings, if I'm doing close-up magic for events, if I'm doing children's parties, if I'm doing theatre-style shows, cabaret shows and social clubs or birthday parties, you always got people to meet, and I love going out and talking to people after the show. And I don't always talk about the show, I'll talk about the history of magic just there. And this is what happened on Sunday after the show, talking about the history of magic. I can talk for England, and I love talking to all the audience members about magic, the juggling, the ventriloquism, how I got started. If you want to know how I got started and everything, make sure you click the link up here, and that will take you back to a few weeks where it starts a mini-series called All About Me, where I go through and explain exactly how I learn everything that I do. There's a few videos in there, and I also love performing with Star. Star is a fan favourite. I know that because people always tell me that Star is their favourite part of the show. I always find no matter what I perform, if it's the most amazing trick in my show, I make a table float in my shows. To me, that's really amazing. But as soon as Star appears, that's their favourite part. And that's what they always remember. On Sunday, the the person who booked me for their 70th birthday, they'd seen me last year and they wanted to book me for their party as long as Star could make it. Again, not worried about me, as long as Star could make it. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Valentine's Day, and thank you for watching this video. Please share this amongst your friends. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Remember, 11 o'clock every Friday. Check out the Facebook page, JK's Magician and Children's Entertainer, and of course the website, which is www.jksmagician.co.uk. Until next week, have a magical one.